Hello, how you doing? If you're watching this for the first time or you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Samuel. My eye to get sales closer. So today we're going to be talking about types of prospects in IT get sales and various niches where IT get sales do thrive. Right. So if you're seeing this for the first time, you're watching this for the first time, you don't know what IT get sales is, you're thinking, how can you get started? I made a video before this and I'm going to add it to the end of this video so you can watch that before this. Right. So let's get right into it. So what are the types of prospects and the niches in IT get sales where IT get sales thrive, right? Understanding your IT get sales and prospects and niches will help you to understand what you're going into, because when it comes to high ticket sales, you're selling really expensive stuff to people who have expensive problems and are ready to pay for it, right? So today we're going to be diving right into that, and we're going to be talking about the different types of prospects you will encounter and the niches where high ticket sales do thrive. And I'm saying this because we are in this for transformation and also making money, right? So let's get right into it. So what are the types of prospects in high ticket sales, right? Knowing why knowing your prospect does matter, right? IT sales is not about convincing. So I think last 2 months I was speaking to a prospect, and he went tell me exactly, convince me on why I should do this. And I went Godzilla mode because I don't know, it got me furious, kinda, because I went, okay, so what exactly do you think it's my job to convince you to do this? My job is not to convince you. My job is to better understand your problem and see if what we have to offer is something that can really help you. And he apologized and said he was trying to tell me that what I said was what I was trying to say. So as an IT get sales closer, your job is not to convince anyone to do anything. Your job is to qualify, understand, and lead them to a solution that you have to offer to them. So to close big deals, you must know who you're talking to. You must always learn to mirror people. You want to understand the kind of person they are before you get to you pitching the service to them, right? And you do this by understanding people and knowing the kind of person you're talking to. Like I said, IT get sales closing, or I've said before, is a skill, right? You have to understand all these things to get to the part whereby you can do this effortlessly, right? So let's get right into it. There are four different kinds of prospects. The four core main types of prospects, right? The first one we have are the thinkers. These are people that analyze every single thing. They are detail oriented, they're logical, they need data and time, right? So how do you address these people? You want to understand how. They always want to understand how and why, right? Your approach is always to educate them. You know, educate them about the solution, you know, make them see what exactly the problem they have and the solution you have to offer work together, right? You want to show them proofs, you want to show them testimonials, you want to show them clear return on investment, because people that are thinkers will not do any single thing unless they can see that they're gaining from this 5x, 10x, they're getting better at whatever it is that they're investing their money into. And the second people I really do love are the action takers. These are fast movers. These people make decisions swiftly, because when it comes to IT get sales closing, you don't want people that sit on the fence, because sitting on the fence is way worse than saying no, right? You always want to start the call with telling them that all you're looking for is a yes or a no, and if it's a no, they can do tell you that, right? You want to, always get to the point whereby you are getting a clear response, right? So, and I love fast action takers because they just make that easy. They hate flaws and delays, and your approach with them is just get to the point fast, right? Show urgency, show outcome. They are already people that do stuff swiftly, right? Because they understand how valuable time is, right? And they always just want to do stuff. If it's a no for them, they tell you right to your face it's a no. It's a yes, they go ahead and do it, right? You want to understand how and why. You want to like educate them, provide proof, testimonials, and clear return on investment, right? If you can do this within 20 to 30 minutes on the call, boom, you've closed the deal, right? And the third people are the relational. These are the art buyers. These are people that they only commit when you can make their art understand, tickle their heart, make them feel emotional. You want to tie down everything you are doing to that emotional part, pain and desire, right? while doing this, what exactly is this costing them. You want to understand all those things, right? And these people will not buy unless they trust you. So you want to build a relationship with them. You want to make them see that there's value in this, right? They need emotional connection and alignment. So you want to build rapport, you want to tell stories, you want to make them see that they are not alone with this. You understand what their pain is, you understand where they're going to get to, and you will just align with their values, right? The fourth core types of buyers are the skeptic ones. These are the doubting timers, right? They have objections, they have heavy objections, right? They don't trust easily. Everything you tell to them, every single thing, they question it, right? So that's why this is a skill. This I to get sales closing is not something that you can just jump right into and start. It requires you being good at what you do, right? So for you to be able to handle this, you need to overcome their mental roadblocks. And the way you do this is being calm, being direct, reassuring with social proofs, asking the right questions, understand where they're coming from, clarifying the question. You want to always do all these things to get them to the point whereby you're overcoming the objections and you're getting them sorted and you're getting them onboarded, right? So now that we've talked about the core types of buyers, let's talk about a bonus: the stock, the broke, and the people that have the money already, right? So the broke prospects, any every of the prospects you're going to be speaking with or you're trying to sell to as an IT ticket sales closer are going to fall into any of these three categories, right? So the broke prospects are people that want your offer but cannot afford it. They need nurturing and low tire options. Probably, if you have something that is within their range, and you can just give them that. But also, you want to keep them in the loop, because if not money, they would be willing to do it. So you don't want to lose them just because they can afford it. So it's better to just keep them around. So in case they do have the money, they can get on board, right? And there's the stock prospect. These people, they have the money, but they need clarity, right? These people, you want to coach them, reassure them, because they need confidence, they need belief, and these are the people that are mostly people that get on calls with you as a closer. They are stock prospects. The money is not really an issue, but at the same time, they just need that nudge. They need someone to guide them and push them. So that is your job as a closer, to get to the point where you can push them and make them feel safe about taking that big step, right? And you have the ready prospects. These are people that have the budget, they have the mindset. Your job on this case is not to overchalk. Your job is to do what needs to be done and get them closed, right? The worst thing you can do for yourself as a closer is to talk yourself out of the sale. And the only time this happens is when you are on the call with a ready prospect and you don't realize it, right? So now let's talk about the niches where high ticket sales do thrive, right? High ticket sales is a money maker, right? You're helping business owners sell expensive stuff to make money, and you're getting paid in return, right? So where the big money is, there are different niches in high ticket sales, and high ticket offers work best in niches where clients get high perceived value and high ROI, which is return on investment, by the way. So here are top performing niches today. There are basically seven, right? I'm gonna be listing them. So the first one is coaching and consulting, business coaching, mindset coaching, executive consulting, for obvious reasons, right? These are people that are the top 1% in wherever it is they are. Business coaches, CEOs, CFOs, business owners. People pay $5,000 to like $50,000 for transformation or clarity, right? These are people that are head of organizations, right? So paying that amount of money to get to the next level where they want to get to is not going to be a problem for them, because they are investing in themselves and they know what it means to invest in themselves. The second set of niche is education and courses, specialized knowledge, certification, skill-based programs. One program can go for as much as $2,000 to about $25,000. This is just the way it is, right? The third one is business to business services, right? A business service is rendering a service to another business service, right? So you see people that offer SEO, search engine optimization, to other business, helping business to get get seen on Google, ranking their Google rankings. These are things that they do. Lead generation agencies, people that help people to get leads. They send leads your way. They help you to fix your lead in your pipeline so you can get people that come to you to make a purchase, because we all know that the lifeline to any business is leads, right? We have the podcast production. These are people that help you to get started with podcasting. I was on an offer. This offer I used to work with, real estate offer, where there's a podcast production for real estate agents, the top one real estate agents in the United States, and also branding. So for this, businesses invest like $5,000, about $100,000 to get more revenue, because these things help you to get more people, help you to get seen, and help you to get more people to know what you do and offer your services to them, right? So we have real estate that investing. I mean, this is a no-brainer. We all know how much real estate generates year in, year out. So real estate mentorship, crypto, and stock investment programs. Normally, access to these things is about 10 grand, on a normal base. And the fifth one is health, wellness, and transformation. I mean, this is a no-brainer, right? High-end fitness coaching, biohacking, and retreat. People pay premium for health, especially executives, because there are people that are sitting on millions and millions of dollars. So they always want to like keep themselves in shapes. They want to like make sure that their health is the top priority, because truly health is wealth. And you know that when you understand what it means to wish you were healthy. And I hope you don't get to that level, right? The sixth one is personal branding and PR, right? For thought leaders, authors, influencers. The reason why a lot of people make more money than other people in whatever it is they are doing is because of how well they are seen. Visibility is money, right? And to get to this part whereby you're seeing your art, if your art you're loved and trusted, if you're loved and trusted, you can convert that into money because you're believed. And whatever it is you're selling to people, people get to buy it, right? So to get to that point whereby you get people seeing you, hearing you, loving you, and giving you their money, I mean, the the offer range from 5K to like 50K and even more at times, right? So the seventh one, which is not the last, is done for you services. This is funnels, website, marketing setups, content systems, because people love to just get their hands off stuffs and just get someone to do it for them, right? People pay to skip the work and go fast, right? So if you know your prospects and you dominate your niche, you don't sell anymore, right? You're typically just a closer. You guide, you qualify, you close. You're not just selling the product. For high ticket stuffs, for things that are really, really expensive, for things that solve big problems, you are not just selling a product, you're selling transformation, you're selling speed, you're selling clarity, you're selling status, because you're giving people something that makes them feel important, and to you're keeping them at a level that other people will see them and admire them, right? So high ticket sale isn't about pressure, it's about precision, right? When you know your people and you master your positioning, you automatically close people, right? Because it's a framework, right? It's structured in a way that you are there to guide people to take the best decision for themselves. You're not there to sell them anything, you are there to just guide them. And if it's a team that you are not in the right position to guide them, they are not in the right position to be guided, then it doesn't work, right? So you always become their obvious choice, and that is when the real closing begin, if you are at that position whereby you've mastered your positioning and you know your people, right? So if IT sales closing is something that you would love to learn, is a skill that you would want to use to pay your dues, get better in life, just to fund your lifestyle, and you want to get started, I'm going to leave a link in the description on how to reach out to me and talk about that. And also, if you are seeing this for the first time and you want to understand what IT sales is all about, I'm going to leave a link to add to this so you can watch that as well and get started. So thank you so much for watching this. And you do like this, and if you learned a thing or two, hit the subscribe button so I can get more, you know, more encouraged to make videos like this and just have you better. So thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you in the next one. If you have any question, you can leave them in the comment section. I'll look out to them and reach out to you and give you an answer about it. You do have a good one, and thank you so much for watching once again. Bye.